Good day, sir. Please start the ACARS.
Well, okay, gents, just a quick one. We are now live on YouTube, by the way. So I'm going to open your mics too so everybody can hear you. Just
Okay.
Push to talk, gents.
well, yeah, let's go to live on air, then the guys can at least see who's talking.
Okay.
There you go. Now you can see our names pop up when we actually talk. So, welcome, Paul, Kevin, Christer, Dimitri, Reggie, McTrying, Gary, and Uncle John. The whole kit and caboodle. That's awesome. So, okay. This flight is Salt Lake City to Denver, and it's on a request, or semi-request. I mean, I wasn't specifically asked, but I just thought I'm going to do it because we've discussed it on the Zibo forum. So, let me quickly just go there. Let's have a look quick. Beaver Believer is the user that's talking about this flight. So there we go. This is obviously not the same version that he did his test flight in. Maybe Zibo has fixed it. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I need to quickly get in the right spot in all my programs. Righto. Okay, so given are you flying with? Must I go online? Is that what we said? Righto. Okay, so given are you flying with? Mac, you're broadcasting.
Sorry, I forgot I'm on push to talk, Nico. Yes, I'm going to fly with you, but if you don't want to go online, then it's fine.
I've already gone online. I've already gone online.
Okay.
So you're welcome to join me.
Yes, I'm going to fly with you, but if you don't want to go online,
Mac, you're broadcasting us. That volume is a bit high there on your side. So there we go. I'm on Delta 11, Kevin.
Roger that.
My apologies, Nico. I hadn't pressed to talk off.
Okay. All right. Uncle John, I see the turkey business is still expanding. You are even now in Salt Lake City. I'm impressed.
Nico, seriously, it's getting ridiculous.
It's true.
The problem we've got is they want us to go public, and we're refusing.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. We don't want that. No, we're going to keep it in the family.
Absolutely.
Good afternoon, Owen.
Do these turkeys meet British health regulations or just American ones?
Oh no, they all over Britain now. Mac.
How dare you question that?
Oops.
That's why I prefer chicken. So, Mr. Nico, what are you testing now?
There's an issue. If you go to the forum, you can read up about it. There's an issue with the way the Zibo handles the takeoff here. Oh, I shouldn't have done it that way.
Okay.
So basically, I just want to go and do the takeoff. Kind of what I understand from what the problem could be, and we just want to see if it's a little bit better than before. That's about it. It's just something someone mentioned on the forum.
Is it a derated takeoff or what?
No, it's a you know, in America their SIDs sometimes start off airport. They don't touch the runway, and this SID basically starts quite a few nautical miles away from the airport. So it's a heading select takeoff. Then you have to vector yourself to a certain point and then pick up the SID from there on. And so there's a bit of an issue apparently. We're just going to check if it's fixed.
Okay, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. What? Did I not save that thing? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, I remember now. This little nav map bombed out on me. I forgot about that.
I found something that the save flight doesn't save, Mac.
Did you find something like that, Uncle John?
Yeah, the forecast. If you put the forecast in, it doesn't save it when you go back to it.
Yeah, that makes sense because it will change if you go fly the next day or the day thereafter, you know, the weather changes.
Like I say, as QNH will change and temperature and winds will all change, John.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd let you know.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it. There you go. Now it's
And the fixes as well, Mac.
right.
Oh, the fixed rings, you mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good
Well,
to go.
unless you were on a very short flight, you probably wouldn't put your descent winds and the fixed rings in until you were in cruise anyway, John.
Understood.
Come on, sink back, man. Alright, I'll let it rest a little while. That thing needs to reset its mind. Let's just switch both off.
This is a pretty short flight, Nico, and it's given me 370.
Same here. In the real world, I also flew 370, Kevin. I checked it on Flight Aware because it was like, what?
Okay, I'll leave it then and see how it goes.
Yeah, exactly what my thought, yeah. Yeah, I've actually got Flight Aware open still. Let me see if I can show you guys. Ooh, no, I closed it. Hold on. Let's go back there. Flight Aware. KSLC. KDEN. Banter. If you look at the B738, the B738 actually went to 390. There's a 370. That's the one I was looking at, obviously. So various different altitudes for various different planes. Even the 739 went 390.
Must be able to do it then.
We're gonna try or die trying, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
How long is this flight? 400 miles?
I'll tell you now. Block time is an hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean 370 and 390 is also okay. Here in Sweden, we have a flight between Copenhagen and Stockholm. It's exactly 325 miles. And even on that flight, they take them up to about 37 and 39. And sometimes even 40, depending on winds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you got any ideas on which runway you're going to be taking, Nico, yet?
16 right for takeoff and 25 for landing. ILS 25 for landing.
Okay, thank you. That's a major departure, that one.
Yep. That's interesting. It's asking me about a transition.
Yeah, it should be the Rub D2 with
Yeah.
a PERTY transition.
I'm trying to look it up now. Yeah, let's have a look. See. I don't see that PERTY anyway. PERTY. Okay, hang on a second. That is the PERTY. That's the next waypoint in line. That's why I'm not seeing it, because it's not on the same page. Okay, got it. I got it. Thank you for saving my bacon.
It's a pleasure.
Hmm. There's a bit of a pain there already. So let's go back. Bobby. Yes. Ragdeen. Yes. Where the hell does that herds come from? I don't even have it in my plan. That one shouldn't be there.
I haven't stepped through mine yet. I'll have a look in a minute.
Hang on a second. Let's see what's happening. That should fix it. So in the export from Navigraph, something went haywire, huh? Ragdi. PERTY.
Yes, Nico.
Yes.
Sometimes in Navigraph, the export of transitions gets wrong,
Missed.
plain
Yeah.
wrong, messed up. So you really have to be careful and step through the plan and
Exactly.
route.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially with transitions.
Exactly. Yeah, now it looks perfect. Now it looks perfect.
Yeah, looks good my side also.
Hey Jonathan, welcome.
Nico,
Yes, sir.
Erwin is trying to find out how we smoke the turkeys.
Oh.
I've told him if I told you, I'd end up having to kill you.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Good answer. We can't share the family secrets. You know what? Sell it to him for like $1.5 million, but just change 1 or 2 of the components. He'll never know.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. I was telling him I thought it was or let them smoke Pall Mall or throw them in a pit.
Trim up.
I say nothing.
After making a fire in that pit first, huh?
Yeah.
And then close it for a half hour.
Clearly, they've been trying to replicate them, Nico.
Yeah, no, he's fishing. I can see that. He's
I'm not fishing. I know the way how to make chicken, smoked chicken in a pit. That's what I know.
Okay, all right. Right, so we're going to do heading select takeoff, and we're going to be at 164. 164. No LNAV, VNAV at 1,000 foot. Level change will kick in, and we will continue manual turn and climb. Right. Okay, I think I'm ready to start my APU, gents.
I think you've got him confused now about fishing, John. He's going to the lake to see if he can catch any smoked turkey.
Chicken.
Well, I wasn't going to correct him. He thinks it's chicken. Let him think.
Do you float fish or do you ledger fish for smoked turkeys?
Very good. Fly fishing.
Anyway, after this week, I think you're going to have some competition, John, anyway.
Oh, we're not talking about ducks now, are we?
There could be smoked duck on the menu next week.
Wow. Uncle John,
Backroom boys are already working on that.
I was just thinking, we need to do like Boeing did with McDonnell Douglas. We go buy the competition and we close the factory.
That's all we do.
Yeah.
We've got the money, so it's not a problem.
Yeah. But now let the duck factory first do all their own investigations and due diligence. Once they get into a profit situation, we'll do that. We don't want to buy a problem.
Absolutely. Going concern.
The people must think we are crazy.
Why?
They wouldn't be far wrong.
You see? Excellent comeback. Hello Kent, hello Dave. You can clearly see we are having fun here tonight, so don't take us too seriously, guys. It's nice to just be a bit relaxed.
He's putting those chickens behind that 737-800 of his.
Roasting it with the exhaust.
Must be something to do with an aircraft.
I suppose.
Is that called chicken wings?
Yep.
If you roast them behind an aircraft, is that called chicken wings?
I'm sure we can.
Yeah, left wings, right wings.
Yeah, exactly. Split wings and blended wings. Yeah.
Okay. All doors, hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Before start procedure. Hey, Sergeant.
Walk around completed.
I'm pushing
Before
back
start
here, Nico.
procedure.
Yeah, I'm gonna push back
connected,
just now
bypass
myself.
insert, release spark break.
Yes, Kent, we're testing this 17 Beta 4, and this specific flight was mentioned by a guy on the forum, and it intrigued me, and I just thought I'm gonna fly it, and let's see. You know, then he can look at the video, we can look at the video, and we can all, you know, imagine what went wrong, maybe figure something out.
Before start procedure completed.
If Zibo hasn't fixed the problem already, you know. I'm not sure if I can push back. Let's push the button.
Starting pushback. Go ahead and start the
go.
engines.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Perfect, Kevin. I just checked as observer and I just jumped in your space. How about that?
Perfect timing.
You just left me enough space. And I went,
25 and 2.
Nico, just one thing.
Yeah?
Have you started your A cars?
Yes,
Starter
sir.
cutout.
Good man.
thank you, Kevin.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine. $25 and 2.
Operation complete. Set the parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
Tow is disconnected. Bypass pin's been removed. Hand
Flaps
signal on the
5
left.
set.
Use all yours, Captain.
Alright. Alright.
Taxiing.
Me too, sir. Me too.
Taxi lights on.
Hello, Jordan.
PM, Mr. Mac.
Okay, John. I'm just having problems here.
Right, so just to recap what we're going to do, it's a heading select takeoff. We're literally flying the opposite direction, and that is where the actual SID actually starts off airport. So we're going to vector ourselves around to use a right-hand turnout and then come back past the airport and then eventually go and meet up there with that, what's it called, Bubby or something. I can't see, it's too small there, but anyway, something like that. And then we're just going to see how the aircraft behaves. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Do you want 3 minutes, Nico?
I think it's a good plan, Kevin.
Okie dokie.
Approaching 16 right.
Before takeoff procedure completed. Stabilized.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
On runway 16 right.
Takeoff thrust set.
Do you need to save your settings? Save flight?
80 knots.
Not
Throttle
really.
hold.
I haven't thought about it, Christer.
Okay. Oh, just a question.
Yeah.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Right, so we're waiting for 1,000 foot above the ground anyways.
What cruise level did you get, Nico? Or is it a transition?
No, 37 is cruise level. Transition here in States is 18.
Yeah, that's right. I got that. Oh, it said I'm able to cruise.
Runway
Let's
turn off,
carry on
lights
for a
off.
minute.
Alright, here we go. So now we on level change. We can bug up our speed a little bit. I'm going to go for 220 for now. And once we go about 6,500 foot, we'll start our turn out.
Flaps 1 set. Flaps up. And set.
I actually forgot to execute it, but okay, so now I've executed it. Let's just cycle it quickly and execute again. And then it drops Bubby. Alright, so there's a bit of a mistake there. Drops Bubby and then goes direct there. Okay.
Nico, was Bobby a conditional waypoint?
No. No.
Oh,
No, it was a hard waypoint.
an hard one. Okay. Strange.
Yeah. We've seen this behavior a few times during the testing. Something crept in again.
Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Yeah, did the same for me, Nico.
Yeah, okay, I've just sent Zibo a message with all the detail. Yeah, okay.
I could murder for a cup of coffee. Would you care for one?
Can I ask a question about that flight plan, Nico?
Yeah.
You notice you've got rugged waypoint in there twice.
I didn't. I took it out.
Okay.
When it loaded, it had a big mess from the exported file from Navigraph. So I manually fixed and then stepped through everything. I got rid of all the doubles and twisted pairs and everything.
It's alright, so as you posted it to Zibo, it shows rugged twice, that was all.
Well, the SID is a rugged 2, which goes from Bubby to rugged, and rugged is also the first. Rugged is not really part of the SID. It's just pointing to rugged. So it's the way it's there is exactly as it is on the screen. Let me show you. Hold on.
Okay.
That's the wrong button.
No, I'll accept what you're saying.
Yeah, no, well, have a look. You see, your SID is the purple one. It goes there. It ends at rugged, and rugged is also the first waypoint of the actual flight route. So the purple is called rugged 2, and then from there on it goes from rugged onto an airway to wherever. So it seems normal to me. That's exactly the transition point.
I was just surprised at the quotation, quoting rugged as a waypoint twice, that was all. Whether it confused the FMC, that was all.
I don't know. Well, you see, now this is the way Navigraph gives it to us. Zibo is the guy to ask, because he'll tell you if that's where the confusion comes in or not. I mean, you've got a very valid point there. You know, it can go either way. Depends on how you interpret it.
I'll have to program that in and have a look at it. Can this the betas are now posted in the normal Zibo download pages?
Yeah, we've just opened the thing to the public to assist a bit. That's all.
But it is still in beta. It's not, this particular version isn't finished yet.
Yeah, not by a long shot. And there ends my authors. Can you believe it? Oh man.
Nico, just an aside, I'm not sure if I caught Mac right, but the SID that we're actually on, which is the rugged D2, the transition is PERTY, so PERTY is essentially the end of the SID.
Well, not according to the screenshot I had. I know what you're saying, and remember you helped me, but then I found out that PERTY is like freaking way off scale. I mean, it's not drawn as part of it. So under normal circumstances, from our knowledge in the UK or ICAO world, yes, that would have been true. But there's a clear distinction here between the SID and the actual flight route. You see, and maybe because we put in PERTY, you know, we extended the SID, which we don't actually see in Navigraph. You understand? It's just not drawn that way. It's not given that way. So
Yeah.
it's all part of the confusion, I suppose. Which will make this probably the next test route. You know, we're going to fly it until it works.
Yeah.
Thousand to level off.
Thousand to go.
Nico, did you do a save point on the ground?
No, Christer was hinting at it, and I didn't think it was necessary. Now I want to kick myself.
Because I have a suggestion that probably needs to be tried before we definitely identify it as a problem.
Well, the fact of the matter is that what I did is stock standard Boeing procedure, and he didn't like it, so that there is a problem.
What I was getting at is you used an imported route from Navigraph.
Yeah, and then I fixed it.
Okay. So did you reload the departure?
I went through the whole departure and the arrival and everything, and made sure that it was perfect.
Matt, can I just say that I didn't import from Navigraph. I imported it straight from SimBrief into me FMC, and I didn't have the double entries that Nico had, but it also did exactly the same on departure as what Nico's did. It took Bobby out completely and went straight to Rugget when we got rid of the vector.
Yeah, I quite see the point. I'm looking at the AirAct data in Explain, you know, the Navigraph AirAct data, and I'm just trying to understand it. The departure's in two parts. It does it from runway 30 whatever to Bubby, which, as it says, is
vectors.
Straight ahead. Yeah, vectors. And then the second part of the departure is the PERTY part, and that's from Rugged to PERTY. By the way, you know you're on about that waypoint Hertz, Nico. That is a waypoint in the AirAct data between Rugged and PERTY.
Yeah, mine flew to Hertz and then to PERTY.
I took mine out, but okay, anyway, happens.
Yeah, well, you've just modified the track, that's all, but it is part of the departure. In actual fact, it's a turning point. If you look at the charts, Nico, you'll see it.
Mine's stuck on a left turn.
I see what you mean. So, I don't know how much energy I've got left for tonight, but either tonight or tomorrow I'll just fly the route again and then just pay different attention to what's happening.
I'll put it another one on the list for me and Paul to look at later. I've already given him one today. That's why he's not talking to me.
Mine went to left turn and I couldn't change the heading or anything, so I did the first direct, but then it cut that out and went to PERTY. Okay.
Oh, you did a left turn off the runway.
Yeah, but when I actually did put the shortcut in, I went to LNAV, it just sort of ignored it, and then PERTY came up.
You see, we went, we did a right-hand turn off the runway, and it took Bobby out and went straight to Rugged.
Let's put LNAV back in, and it's turning right now, and it's back on track on the PFD. I'll just see what it does. Oh, and I'll set this up quick, but it's descending now. So I'm heading back to Hertz, even though it's not on the FMC.
I've got 95 nautical miles for top of descent.
Yeah, it comes round quick, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have dinner approaching fast. Okay, I finally picked up the track.
Uncle John? Oh, no, his mic's muted. He's probably talking on the phone or something.
I put in an extra waypoint, Nico, after Captain J, so I don't have to bother self-vectoring myself.
Okay.
And I've got you on TCAS about 27 miles in front.
Awesome. You know what I never got before the stream started, and it's too late to worry about it now. I never got coffee. Hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I thought it was an interesting flight to do, and I've already sent Zibo my initial findings. There's something definitely amiss in the FMC at this point in time, or in the code as such. We lost poor old Bubby, by the way, so I've sent him some screenshots and the description already. You know, so all good. Yeah, let me just look at what he said about the VNAV. He hasn't really worked on the VNAV. He might have put a piece of stop code or something just as a temporary measure, but the whole thing about 17 thus far has just been LNAV. I know there was one time where he said he did put some temporary code in for VNAV, but I won't hold my breath on VNAV at this point in time. It's all about the LNAV. And there's clearly an issue with this thing, whether it's because of it being an offsite sit or whatever, I don't know. Zibo will know much better. I saw that, yes. Yeah, I saw that. We didn't have that, so that part of the code has been fixed. I mean, you can see in my stream it just went straight 370. In fact, I think 385 or something was the max that it calculated. So yeah, we will have to see what comes next.
Right, Chris Hargreaves. I've just had a similar situation where I updated to Pix 4, and on the first time of loading X-Plane and reloading it in the drop-down menu, it gave me an altitude unobtainable and a stupid low max altitude. What I did was I reapplied Fix 4 to the same installation and restarted X-Plane again, and it resolved the issue. So that 183 altitude that you're having maybe it's an installation problem rather than a Zibo code problem.
Well, that's a good test. If you can do that, then tell us. It will be more.
Right. Well, as I said, I closed X-Plane down. I reapplied Fix 4 over my original installation, which had already been updated to Fix 4. Restarted X-Plane, and the problem's gone away.
Yeah. Interesting. I know in Fix Beta 3 we said the guys must rather start over. It seems to be more stable if you go for 49 full and then add Beta 3 on top, you know, so you skip all the other updates in between. And that also gave some stability to a whole bunch of guys, but you know, we'll have to see how it pans out. I didn't get that, so I'm happy on my side at least. Skyhawk, yeah, welcome to ask a question. I see you got something there. I'll attend to that now. And then Chris, back to you. I actually didn't notice that they sent. Sorry, I'll have to go watch it again. But I think it's of more value that Zibo watch the video than me, because I mean then I don't have to play post office for him. So I'll just nudge him aside to have a look at your video and analyze it a bit deeper. Okay, Skyhawk. I want to change something in my settings, but every time I open my settings, I crash. Which settings are you talking about? I can think of quite a few different settings, but I'm not sure which settings causes the crash. So in other words, you're talking about this menu, this normal explain settings. Hello, Steve. All right. What I would do if I were you is I would remove all the plugins out of my explain, everything except the default stuff, just get rid of it. I would start explain, go to the first menu screen, don't boot into a flight where you're in an aircraft. At the very first screen where you get all the buttons, go into settings, take it off Vulkan if you're using Vulkan, remove the Vulkan tick, restart it, then go and try get back in there, because it can be multitude of things, but I think that's the first thing I would do. Because if you remove all the plugins, it's only native explain that's there, and if you don't, you know, physically spawn into a flight, you've also not got to worry about all the other resources being used. And if you remove Vulkan, then you're removing any incompatibilities with sceneries or stuff, you know, that might have an influence. That's just how I would do it.
Nico, just in answer to Mac there and Chris, I have just loaded, before we did this flight, the new beta. And when I was on the ground, it also gave me unable cruise altitude for the 37,000, and it gave me my max cruise altitude was 9,500.
Damn it.
So it could be the same problem that it hasn't loaded in correctly when I've done it.
So this is one of the reasons I always keep hammering, and I know you guys are tired of hearing it, but I do not start a flight without using the developer menu and reloading the Zibo. It's just been that way since Explain 11.26 that we started getting problems with the Zibo code. Okay, the best way to do a Zibo flight is spawn into the Zibo mod, wait until the hard drive stops loading, you know, the light goes out. Go to the developer menu and click on reload aircraft, and you can skip the art, and it reloads the Zibo. And then, I mean, it could have been as easy as that if you guys just followed my advice, that it could have fixed it.
Could have been, you're right, yeah.
Just to tell you, Nico, I did reload, and I still had to, having done that reload, I still got the low altitude.
Okay.
And I had to lock it down,
reload the fix,
reload the fix over the same software, and next time I loaded it, the problem had gone away.
Okay.
And it happened to me with fix 3 as well, as I showed Paul at the time.
Seen a problem with the altitude for me. I'm at 27,000 now. I've set it for and climbed to 270.
But anyway, there isn't any problem with the software once it's loading correctly. So it's an installation issue at the moment.
Yeah, could be. Well, at least we've got options. You guys can follow Mac's advice on top of my advice, or my advice on top of Mac's advice, however you want to see it, and give it a shot.
Yeah, I think I'll try both, Nico, after this flight and see what occurs.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Yes, excellent. Thank you.
Steve, yes, it's been discussed till boredom on Facebook already. The betas are not officially supported by the downloader. So the only way that you can get it from the downloader is if you go back to the 49 full and then run the updater, it will then give you the latest beta. But I mean, you don't want to go that route. So what I would suggest is update it to the best of your ability with the updater and then go manually. You know, just download the zip file and extract it in the appropriate place manually, and forget about the downloader until we're out of the beta stage. Yeah, so you can get it from Zibo's Google Drive, my Google Drive, the torrents. You can even pull it from the updater's own website as well. I mean, there's so many places to get it from now. We're never going to run out of downloads again. That's good, Steve. As long as you guys get it, that's the main thing.
Hello, Nico. Good evening, everybody.
Hello, hello, how are you?
Good evening.
Fine, thanks.
Yeah, Chris, we agree. I actually said it tongue in cheek, but I was also serious. This could be the next big test flight that we're gonna have to do a few times, just simply because of this strange sit that's there, you know.
I will try later the Manchester-London Heathrow that I did yesterday with the Beta 4.
Mm-hmm.
Thousand to level off. Approaching transition. Transition level. 1000 to level off. Thousand to level off.
Yeah, Chris, I'm reading your last statement there. I tell you what, in South Africa and Europe, with our rules and the way we fly and the way our routes are set up, we are really spoiled. I don't have a single SID that starts off airport in the South Africa or European areas. I mean, and that's such a normal thing in the US. If you don't fly it correctly, or if you don't practice it, you'll never know the difference until you get there, and then it's probably going to catch you a bit, because it's so way different to what we are used to. We're way more used to complete automation from the beginning to the end. One block fits into the next one and it just goes.
1000 to level off.
Oh, thanks, Chris. At this point in time, I think the team is about 18 members, 1-8. There's more than 10 real 737 pilots involved. Me, Mac, and Paul are just a sim arm of everything. If we need more simmers kind of people, I'll let you know. But at this point in time, we're really more than enough, eh? I'm glad. Thank you, Sky.
I got truly stuffed last night.
Right, I better sit upright and do my thing.
Have a safe landing, Nico.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's on the floor now, Christer. You know me too well.
$1,000 to level off.
Who's tick 035?
That's me, Reggie.
Oh, yeah.
Irwin.
You can overtake me soon. I was going a little slow. I've climbed a bit now.
We'll manage.
Go for it, Christer.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Not a problem.
$1,000 to level off.
See there, it's dropped the magenta again. The moment you select a waypoint. Now you see, and it's thrown away Ethel now. It's thrown it away. The moment you go direct to, it drops the waypoint that you want to go to and it takes the next one. Highly suspect.
Flaps 1 set.
It looks like you're turning in way further out than I'll be turning in, Nico.
I'll disconnect from the network if I have to. You just do what you need to do, Kevin.
Well, like I say, I put this extra waypoint in just to do a nice curve into the into Ethel. So I'll see if well, it shouldn't drop anything out yet because I won't be selecting Ethel as a directive.
Nico, can I ask you what your speed was before you did the...
About 212, 212.
I have a feeling that this is, I'm checking it out at the moment, the same feature at Glasgow. It's managing the speed at that waypoint before you do that rate turn.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I was at the right speed, everything was fine. It just dropped the waypoint again.
Right. Now, the rated turn speed is not dependent on your IIS, indicated airspeed. It's relevant to true airspeed. So if you've got tailwind or something like that, I see your true airspeed at the moment is what,
230.
230.
Yeah, 208 is
Even,
ground speed.
yeah, but true airspeed is 230.
Yeah, which is high. And I'm indicating 190.
Now, right, what I'm going to ask the question is, why is your true airspeed indicated airspeed and you're going into a headwind?
Don't know. I just thought about the same thing. I don't know. That doesn't look kosher.
Localizer capture.
And your ground speed is higher than your indicated airspeed and you're flying into a headwind.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
No, but I ignored it because we know he's got to work on the VNAV story. You know, that could be part of the stop code and whatever the gap thing that he's put in there.
I've just... Perhaps I shouldn't be talking it here in...
No, you're welcome. No, there's no problem with that, Mac. The thing is just, will you remember this? Because when we start testing VNAV, we're going to have to look at that. We're going to have to make sure that it's right.
Well, it's having an effect maybe on that turn. That's what I'm on about.
Yeah, I know.
And that's LNAV.
Yeah, probably the same problem that causes the ground speed to be higher than IIS is the same that causes that problem, or related maybe.
Flaps 15 set.
This is where we need SASO that can tell us definitely as a pilot whether something's right or wrong, and they can explain it to Zibo.
Hello, Steel Morning.
Flaps 30 set.
We'll be alright, Nico. You're about 8 or 9 miles in front.
Okay, I'll run through. I'll make my auto brake number 2 and then twin brakes are harshly. I've got about a 10-degree bank, crab, sorry. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a huge crab we have.
What runway are you going to use, Nico?
25.
Oh, sorry.
25.
You've got quite a crosswind at the moment though, Nico.
I know. That's why we've got the crab. Look at how skew we are. Look at this. You can't see it that nicely. See if we look from behind. Doesn't matter. We're gonna land it. Fernando, hello. Huh? Do you want to say something, Reggie?
Yeah, I was just going to ask Owen which runway he's taking.
No, I'm not sure.
3-4 right, but I might change to 3-4 left actually.
Okay. What are you going to choose, Reggie.
I'm just changing over now to see how it figures. Longsy 1.
Are you gonna take left or right?
I'll stick to what I've got. I'll stick to 3-4 right, so I don't mess anything up.
Okay. I'll take left. We'll land simultaneously.
Look at that wind change though, Nico, as
Okay.
you're getting closer to the runway.
I see.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch altitude.
Taxi lights on.
Yeah, still that's an addiction problem. It's the wind is added instead of decreased.
6 knots crosswind, 9 knots headwind.
Approaching 2-5.
You're sticking to right
Through
there,
nearly
Reggie.
90 degrees, Nico.
Almost.
500.
Reggie, you're sticking to 3-4 right, huh?
300. 200.
Flaps 30 set.
Approaching minimums. 100. Minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Nicely done, sir. Centre line, look at that.
Yeah. Mac, but I had to deflect. Man, I'm kicking left rudder and turning right into that wind with the ailerons like nobody's
60
business.
knots.
This was one heck of a deflection.
Brilliant landing. Nice one, sir.
Right, and the landing rate was minus 209, gentlemen.
Don't tell me
Nice.
Krista won again.
No, he didn't. I think Steel was closest this time. Okay, runway vacated. Kevin, you can come.
Okay, thank you.
SK Sun is the closest, Nico.
Is it? Okay, okay. What did he say?
210.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Well done, sir. Aha, you beat both the other guys. What a competition. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Excellent. Well done, everybody. Well done. Well done. There's Kevin coming in.
After landing procedure
Look at
completed.
that grab as well, eh? Look at that rudder deflection. There you go. Welcome, welcome.
Didn't quite get the center line like you though, Nico.
Ah, it wasn't that far off. It was okay.
Flaps up. And set.
Okay, runway vacated for whoever is next.
I think the other two are using 3-4, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think joke will work. I don't know. Try. I can't recall that one, but the quotes are also nice. I've got a couple of nice quotes there. You're welcome, Kristen. Enjoy. Send my regards.
I'm back, lost my connection.
Welcome back.
This terminal's miles away, Nico.
Yep. Feels like Schiphol. That's why I also stopped so abruptly here, because I realized I don't know where I'm taxiing to, so I had to get the chart up quickly.
That's good, because I'm following you.
Ah, lekker.
I'm going out to B3 Irwin and doing the turn there back in.
Yeah, you're on flight level 170,
Now.
yeah, 160.
170, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I'm on 207 still.
I actually got distracted and I had to make a rapid descent, to be honest with you. But under control.
I'll try to be on time to make the simultaneous landing. I'm not sure I'm going to make it. What is your speed?
246, and I'm going 17 miles out from.
Ground speed 307, huh?
So him on where the vector starts, I'm going continuing for 17 miles and turning into B3.
Yeah, but your ground speed now is 300 or something? 37? 307?
Yeah, 320. You want to slow
I don't
down?
see the line. Oh, there it is.
Stabilized.
Here we go, on the blocks. Brake set. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Wahaha.
Yeah, we made it.
Well, I'm happy to report that Dublin Glasgow is marvellous.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes, it is.
Did you use default speeds, Paul?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And then went back and changed them, and it flew that just as well.
Oh,
I flew
great.
2 speeds for the first turn, and both of those were grand.
Shutdown
Extreme
procedure
direct,
completed.
didn't cause any trouble. So all round marvellous.
Brilliant.
Music to my ears.
One problem solved. On to the next one.
Yep, I know where I'm going next.
Right, well, I filed my flight plan. There is Kevin. I have no idea. Those other 2 guys look very far away. So I'm not going to wait for you guys to put you on the screen. So, I think that's about done. How did Zibo do with the...
DME 8.
Steel, you're asking me now something out of the blue. Can't remember. Don't know. We'll have to do it again.
5.5.
We'll have to do it again. Anyway, guys, we'll talk again with you soon. Probably not today, but tomorrow, the next day, and then we'll do the next test flight, and we'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching and supporting us and being part of this big family. It's awesome.
Thank you very much, Nico.
Oh,
great stream.
Yes, Mac,
Thank you.
fine, 100%. Steel, he got the message from me. I explained the thing, and I think that was partly incorporated here, but I think somewhere there's a typo or something. So it's back to the drawing board on that one. Anyway, guys, we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.